Hello, everyone. I know that there's 16 of you now. Thank you for that one person who subscribed. Thank you. People have been saying on my Instagram that my videos are boring. Nobody's actually told me that, but I watched them back and I think they're boring. So I don't really ever have like a conversation. I don't want to have to make like scripts or anything because this is just supposed to be something easy I can do with the footage I take of my videos. So I've gotten some questions up from a website, startersworld.com. I'll put the link in the description, but it's literally, you can just look up like what to talk about, and it's like deep questions to talk about. So also, what I'm doing in this video is I'm making an anime boy, one of my OCs, Travis, into anime because someone said to. So I did it. Wasn't a commission or anything, they just suggested it. So I'm gonna do it. This took about 3 hours. First time trying anime style. I'm okay with how it turned out. There's a few things I just don't like about it, you know? Yeah, I know. I just don't like it. I do have a art trade coming up in this style. I don't know if I'm gonna record it. I might, but I don't know if I want to do back-to-back anime boys. So, I don't know. But I'm gonna get into the questioning, and once I run out of questions, I'll go silent. Or when I get to the coloring, I'll go silent. When we shade, I'll come back and talk about something else. So I'm just gonna be talking about the questions. The first one is number 1. Where is your life headed? Oof. You know, that's my phone. I don't know if you can hear it. Also, I don't know if you can hear the rain. It's really loud. But my life is headed. Man, I'm taking college classes, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really don't. Like, a job? I don't know. Career path? I have no idea. How do you think you will die? Hopefully old age, but honestly, I'll probably die of, like, someone murdering me or something. It'd be interesting. I want to be on one of those, documentary channels where they talk about murder investigations. What are the highest and lowest points of your life? Man, that's a really deep question. Honestly, I don't really want to talk about the lowest points of my life because that's my personal information. Also, they're not very great. So I'm going to talk about the highest points in my life. The highest points in my life would be, getting accepted in the school I am in now. Yeah, I haven't lived that long. I don't really know. Let's move on. 4. What is holding you back from being the person you want to be? Corona. No, I'm extremely, I don't know what to call it, but I get really focused on one thing, and it's like hyper focus, and like this one, I did this in one sitting, and if I didn't, I'd never complete it. So, I hyper focus on things, and if I stop, I'm not coming back. So it's really hard for me to get things done, and especially in like a timely manner, because some things take too much time. I should stop and come back later, but my brain either won't let me leave or it won't let me come back without feeling awful and not wanting to do it. So I guess that's one of the reasons. Yeah. Let's move on. How have your strengths helped you succeed? How have your faults hindered you? Well, one of my strengths, I don't know what I've really succeeded at. I also don't really know my strengths. I guess one of them could be art, but I don't necessarily think that it would be a strength of mine. Because it's not like I'm going to be like designing some ultra fancy thing or making a comic. Or I actually really want to make a comic with these guys. Or these guys. You only know which one on this YouTube channel. But this is Travis. He would be the roommate to someone called JC. He's cute. I love them both. They're my babies. Also, the rain's super loud, so I'm really sorry if you can hear it. My faults? Well, it's prevented me from being more social, making friends. Also, I get defeated easily, give up easily, so I kinda regret giving up on a bunch of things. But, you know, things get better, I guess. My biggest goals in life. What progress have I made in attaining them? I kind of want to do digital art. I hope you guys laugh at that, because, you know, this is digital art, but I hope you don't laugh at that. I laughed at me because I'm allowed to. You guys aren't. I'm sorry to tell you that, but you're not allowed to laugh at me. I'm very sensitive. You'll make me cry. No, I want to go to art school. Like, a really good art school. But I'm scared that I'm not good enough to get in them. That's why I started doing the voiceovers, so I feel more motivated and more motivated to go back and watch them and see how much I've grown at art. Because instead of just little snippets, it's easy to just forget. And when you have to like actually do work besides the art itself, it's more memorable. And also the hyper-focus thing, you know, you'll remember it a lot more if you enjoy it when you focus on it. So, and I joined this. I really do. But I'm just kind of scared that I'm not going to get accepted and it'll hurt me and then I'll just stop drawing. Progress I've made in attaining them would be this, trying out new styles, doing things that I'm not used to, and just drawing a lot. It's really helped me. Who are you really? Who's behind the mask that you show to the rest of the world? Oh boy. I didn't really mean like for this to be a downward spiral. I'm a wimpy baby. I don't really like telling my personal things. There's only 16 of you. No one's gonna watch this. I literally get like 1 view per video, so I guess I could say, scared, lonely. I always put everything with exclamation points on the end of my sentences. I always talk like I'm really happy-go-lucky or extroverted. I present myself to be someone who's good at things. I act confident in myself and in my art, but I'm not. I'm really not. I'm forcing myself to make, talk, edit these videos, so I'm better at talking and better at making conversations. So if I could ever have the possibility to get accepted into something that I'd really want to go to, that I wouldn't mess it up, but deep down, you know, you're gonna anyway. So why try, man? But you know, that's only my part, so whatever I show you, I'm gonna be happy, you know? Because it's really easy for you to go, and I'm happy again, you know? let's get this out of there. I really hope these... Okay. I'm gonna skip that one, because I don't like that one. Are humans better at creation or destruction? Probably both. Well, you can create art. You can destroy art. But that's not a very good thing. What do you mean, like, in art, when you create, like, a sculpture, you're destroying the stone around it. But you're also creating something beautiful, you know? Like chiseling, sculpting, not like clay sculpting. I don't really think you break clay, I think you build up clay. And like buildings, you build buildings, creating something, but you have to break something, and you need to destroy things to get the stuff you need to build them, the materials. So I guess it's both. The best and worst parts of human nature. Everyone's mean. Everyone, not that everyone's like mean, it's so hard to understand everyone. And it's so hard to be understood, and sometimes there's like, I wish that people would know how you're feeling, so they know how to treat you. But you know, people don't know that, so. What aspects of humans have made us a successful species? I mean, probably intelligence, man. I know a lot of people are stupid in this world, but some people are also smart, and that's made us advance, I guess. What makes people believe absurd conspiracy theories? Some people really like the attention and anger clout. Like the people who like lick the ice cream for clout, but it's just angry people, but it still gives them clout. I think they'd either do that, or because they have nothing else that they can believe in, or nowhere else they can fit in besides with the people who also believe it. Or they might genuinely believe it. Who knows? What's something terrifying that we've all come to accept as a fact of life? Maybe that vending machines are more likely to kill you than winning the lottery. I know I've accepted that as a fact. Honestly, I really think is the fact that it's so easy to lie. Okay. If you just sum up all the whole human species in 3 words, what would those words be? People are dumb. What's the best way to explore human nature? Psychology, philosophy, or biology? Psychology. Because that's an actual... Biology is like physical, philosophy is like thinking, and psychology is emotional. And human nature is more, emotional, right? These questions are kind of boring, man, but I have like a whole 20 minutes ahead of this, so I'm really sorry. I hope you guys like this setup. If you want to send me questions, I can read them off, answer them. I might put your username or put you in the description if you send a question, so. Woohoo! Is human nature constant, or is it modeled by culture? I don't know how to answer that one. Is what we perceive reality, or just a construct of our minds? It sounds like someone had some drugs, and then they read this question. Is it reality, or is it a construct of our mind? I know what we see is the reflection of light into our eyes, so it's probably real because the light has to come somewhere, and if that's a construct of our mind, then we're not really seeing. And we all do know that we can see. I'm gonna skip that one. Skipping. If pressing a button meant you received $5 million, but also killed 5 people somewhere in the world, would you press it? What if it killed only 1 person or killed 20 people? What if the people were people you know? Okay. No amount of sum of money is gonna be good enough for me to kill someone. So no for all of them. I'm not being all high and mighty, I don't like thinking about people dying. Do that too much already, yeah? What is the okay. Alright, okay, my power. I don't know if my light's burning out or my power's going out. Oh. I stared directly at my light bulb when it turned back on. I think it's the power. Oh, my eyes. What's the purpose of art in society? Professional art, like the Picasso and whatnot, is actually to receive an emotional response. Or at least that's what my teacher told me. I am taking Art 101 as one of my college courses, so actually that class is really fun. I really do recommend it. There's a lot of like essays and stuff, but it's really, really fun. My power keeps flickering. Oh my gosh. I wish I could show you guys, but it's my house and I don't really want. Face reveal, guys. Face reveal. Sorry, guys. I'm being stupid. What would the perfect city be like? I don't know, maybe 0 crime rate? How important is freedom of the press to a healthy society? I think press is okay, but sometimes they just treat people so bad. Especially when they're exploiting people after a traumatic situation. Especially in like murder trials, murder inquiries, kidnappings and stuff like that. If you do your research, then man, the press sucks. I can't quite remember the name, but someone got arrested and they painted this guy as like this mean man. Just awful man. But he wasn't guilty. Like, he didn't do it. There was no evidence whatsoever, but the press painted him as this guilty, bad person. Alright, I'm getting off the press because, should governments make laws to protect people from hurting themselves? I'm gonna skip that one. Not that my opinion, not that I don't want to answer, it's just, what's the most uplifting thing happening in the world right now? What is the most tragic thing? I stay away from news. I don't listen or watch news. Oh my gosh, my power keeps going out. I'm so sorry for interrupting this. It's bothering. Like, it keeps going off and off, and it's bothering me. Because if it goes off, my Wi-Fi is gonna go off. I really hope it's just my phone. Okay. So, the most uplifting thing, I think, could be... I don't know the answer to that. I cannot think. No good thought. Head empty. Most tragic thing, probably Corona. Funny answer, but really it sucks. A bunch of people's mental health is declining. Physical health is declining. Can't do much. Again, people with vastly different cultural backgrounds live together peacefully? How? Yeah. Just don't be an idiot. Respect people's opinions. What does honor mean to you? How important is it to you? Does your culture value honor? What exemplifies honor in your culture? Wow, that's way too many questions for a single question. Could you at least separate them, man? Honor? Pretty important to me. I like to tell the truth. I like knowing the truth. Even if it's painful, I'd rather know the truth than be ignorant. It's pretty important, one of the highest things up there on my list of important items and things. My culture value honor? I can't say definitely what exemplifies honor. Probably old people. Yeah, old people always like... Actually, no, not old people. Honestly, I think the younger generations are more honest. Like, more honest with mental health problems and how they're not necessarily making you a bad person. I am sorry, I keep bringing this back to mental health. It's just a topic on my mind. Okay, how important are morals in a healthy society? Pretty important, because if people didn't have morals, there'd be a lot worse things happening. What are the most important morals for citizens to have? Probably to learn to speak better now. And probably that people are people. They're not perfect. You don't have to get mad at them for everything they do. And, you know, people are people, and you should probably treat them better. In the distant past, a person's life was very similar to the grandparents' and grandchildren's lives. How has the rapid pace of technological advancement changed society? The question answered itself. I mean, it's technology, I guess. And maybe because people want a better life? I don't know. Maybe because people are not getting a better life and they want one and they're mad about it. Who knows? I don't. Do people have an obligation to help others, or should people be responsible for helping themselves? Something that's important to me is helping others, but sometimes you have to take a step back from helping others to help yourself. Sometimes you need to help yourself first. You can't be like, oh, I lead people's to things that I can't obtain myself, but like, if you were actually to take the time and help yourself, you could probably obtain it, you know? Because you can't be a killer and teach people how to be a perfect person. Well, if you're a serial killer in the middle of killing people, like past murder, you pass. Yeah, I hope you know what I mean. You know what I mean. What are the most important factors in maintaining a well-functioning society? What does it mean for a society to function well? I really don't know much about this kind of stuff, because, you know, I think one of the main things people should be nice. Just really the only things I can think of is that people need to be nicer. Should the government be involved in making laws to prevent moral behavior? Probably. But it's I don't know. I mean, people can do what they want as long as it doesn't hurt themselves or other people, I guess. If it hurts a person, no. If it is just them doing a thing, then yeah, sure, whatever. With the invention of the internet and the distinct big data and crowdsourcing, it's finally possible for citizens to govern themselves directly. Is it a good idea for the masses to directly govern themselves, or is governance something better left to professional politicians? Yeah, I think someone should actually be... Sorry for hitting my mic, guys. I was scratching my nose. I think someone... I know this is gonna sound bad, but someone probably should be in control. Like, I know politicians suck and everything, but it's like... You know, if everyone made their own rules, then there'd be a lot more crime. It's be like, oh, it's not a crime to steal and break in from someone. No, I said my rule is that you're allowed to do that. You can do it. I said I could. You know, just, probably everyone knows the same, I guess. What is a year of life worth? How about a day? Probably a lot. Like, your life is pretty important. You know, could do a lot in a day or a year. I mean, you could die in a day, you could live in a day, you could do nothing in a day, you can do everything in a day, really. If you died today, how would you be remembered? I wouldn't. No, I'm serious. I really wouldn't, honestly. Like, at my funeral, they'd be trying to think of things. Be like, she was a great person. She'd always... what did she do? I don't know. Are some lives more valuable than others? Nah. Nope. What does your ideal life look like? I don't know. Like, if you're happy, then you have the ideal life. What does it mean to die well? I don't like this question. If you're wealthy, you're not gonna die happier than someone who is middle or low class. As long as you're happy, you're gonna die well. I mean, it gives me an interesting death. I don't know. Interesting, like murder, that's interesting to hear about, but not interesting to go through. So, I don't know. I think the thing is almost over. So I really hope you guys, enjoyed. I really don't know how much longer it is, but I think it's soon. So I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you for listening to me for this long. I wish I could shorten it some more, but it was 3 hours. Well, I hope you guys are staying safe, and thank you for letting me blabber on about things. Stay safe. Bye, guys.